Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Gin and Juice podcast. My name is Melissa.
And my name is Mel.
Mel, I can read your necklace even from
Can
there.
you?
Yes, that's what I was saying.
When I went to go get a drink this morning, shake, and the girl, I had Jesus and Jodeci, and I had the shirt, and she said, "I love your shirt and your necklace. I hope you're having a great day." I was like, "I am. I hope you are too."
It's so good.
I think so too. It's like so clear.
Hi, I'm Melissa.
And I'm Mel.
Girl, let me tell you, I only had maybe a little less than half of that drink.
When you're drinking, you just gotta drink more.
I am a strongly worded email.
Actually, that feels in line, though.
It's not.
No, listen. And every now and again, when somebody get out of line, you just yell, "Pop the trunk."
I'm the juice to her gin. Did we hit record?
Is it working? Is it on?
So if you're in our
Look at
Patreon,
the God is so big.
yes, it's so good. If you're in our Patreon, which at this point all of you listening currently are,
Sure.
but when this posts live, some of you may not. We're dropping new merch, necklaces, and we have two styles: the script and like this kind of like block font.
Yes.
And boy, I tell you, we all love the script, and obviously our audience does as well. Like that was the majority of the comments. But I'm trying to tell you,
I love
if you
this.
can have an appreciation for the block font,
It's so good.
it's so good.
I cannot. I feel like I need to wear like all black. Like it gives, you know what it gives? It gives thank you to our sponsors, BetterHelp, Lumi, and Prize Picks, and that we cannot wait to continue telling you about them in this episode. And then it also gives, this is a great necklace.
We're really excited about this because Kev was trying to do something with this like quote.
Yes.
And so obviously we were doing the t-shirts, we were doing the hoodies and the like crew necks and all of that. And I had this idea that actually was inspired by someone else's merch. And I was like, what if we make it a necklace?
That's
And
so
so
perfect.
Mel went down the path of finding the people, da-da-da-da-da-da. And the samples just came in and they're so good. Like you can't
looks
even
good.
read. This is the script one that I have on my,
Yeah, but script necklaces are just so good. That's the problem.
Well, I've yet to receive one compliment and I've had it on all day.
Where were you been?
To John Budjuice.
Okay, well, go more places.
Actually, that man didn't want to be here today anyway. When I tell you that man did not want to be at work this morning, he was not happy. What do you want? What's your phone number? And her fruit's not blended.
Oh.
This is supposed to be peanut butter and banana. Although it tastes more peanut butter than I expected, but it's very light skin.
Well,
It's usually
it
given
is.
it's a little richer than that color right there. So he didn't notice this necklace. He was trying to clock out. So anyway, be on the lookout for this
Yes.
for Black Friday. And actually, we're gonna run a sale. So just be mindful of that. We're gonna drop it and run a sale at the same time.
And there's more things. It's more than just only you
Oh
guys.
yes.
There's a number of things that are on the way.
So yeah, well, hopefully they'll all be ready by
Thanks,
Black
Timmy.
Friday. And we have, I'm telling you all the business.
Yeah.
And we have a new 3PL.
Yes.
Which is a third-party logistics. So
Yeah.
essentially, that is the people that do all of our shipping and inventory. If you've had, Lord have mercy,
if you've had the pleasure of emailing me, I'm on the other
Melanie
end of
is
that.
taking that over.
If you've had the pleasure of emailing me to tell me that your product was broken, that your item was not delivered, that any of the problems
That
you've
you
had,
ordered the script and you got the block.
yeah.
That you ordered two
We
and
are
got
so
one.
excited to have. When I tell you, I'm reaching out to the warehouse to confirm we have a new warehouse that is going to confirm way better than this other one. So we are very excited.
We are so, and y'all send your prayers this way.
Yes, please.
Because the last 3PL sold us a dream.
Oh my goodness, and they be annoying me.
If you've been frustrated with our shipping, imagine how
Oh man.
we feel.
Yeah, these people are annoying. But wait, before we continue. Oh, yes, please.
No, I was saying
Oh.
go with God, Crispy.
I got the stuff that this podcast is called Gin and Juice, and there's a song called Gin and Juice, and the makers of that song released some gin and juice, and so there's apricot, citrus, apricot.
I would say apricot, yeah.
Citrus, melon, and passion fruit, and we're gonna try them because a lot of you tagged us and told us to try them, and I've just been slow to go to the store. Try to open this.
I don't have no good now.
Oh, you don't. But let's see which the flavor you want to have.
I think I want to try passion fruit. Are they cold, Mel, or are they warm?
It's pretty cold.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay, that's melon. That's melon. They should have put them in the order.
I agree.
That's apricot. Oops, apricot.
Oh, there's 8.
Yeah, there's 2 of each. This is
green is citrus.
The one you want would be
all the way at the back.
You should have opened your side.
I know. It would have been better.
Okay, and then this one is obviously passion fruit.
Okay, which one are you gonna get?
I'm gonna get melon.
Yeah, that sounds good too.
Is there a napkin in here? I'll use my shirt.
To clean it.
Yeah.
Are you? Somebody's texting.
Let's see if it's good. Y'all tried this before?
My light look has me looking very dark.
Oh, it does.
I actually almost look gray.
Somebody said they heard this wasn't good.
Hello? Sorry, I'm just asking Amir to fix my light. I am chocolate. Let's not get it twisted. And I've been outside all summer, but I almost like my undertone looks gray. Maybe that's a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, the TV looks terrible. I don't know why it looks like that.
Oh, is it the coloring on the TV? Oh, okay.
I don't know why the TV looks like
Okay, because, child, listen, I'm like, why I look dead? Now I'm tired. Mel's face says, okay, let me tell you, Mel. Hold on. This one isn't bad.
It's not. Are you lying?
When it went down, I tasted it for real. Are you supposed to?
I didn't enjoy that.
Ugh. Somebody said they were good? Oh, well, Jimmy Kimmel got a brand deal.
The alcohol is gin.
The alcohol, yeah, it's got to be.
It's gin. It's not. I don't like that.
It's not that good. We know the people who did this because he did ours.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. I was like, what?
Yeah, the guy who did our gin and juice logo
did this.
I didn't tag him because I don't know if, you know what? I shut up because I don't know if he's supposed to have done it and did. Maybe he wasn't supposed to tell me that, and then now I'm telling y'all that.
Right.
That's how folks get in trouble. So I'm going to just shut up. All right. So we start. Oh, if you're new here, we're real life. That was a long.
Man, what an intro.
Listen. We get on this podcast every single week and we talk about whatever the heck we want to talk about. Okay. We're real life sisters. Someone asked, I think because I posted that I was obsessed with your stories being.
It's still in my mouth.
Yeah, that's too bad. Being at the DNC, and I think their comment was like, "Well, why would you be obsessed if that?" That's how I read it. Maybe that's not how they took it, but that's my interpretation.
Yeah.
Let me not put that on them. Let me put that on me. Yeah, that's my mom in the background. Oop, wrong way. That's my mom in the background.
On your side.
Yes, you can. So I was like, yes. And now I'm going down memory lane and I'm finding all of these pictures of me and my sisters and like the kids when they were younger.
Yeah,
it was like a whole situation. I did have to stop though, because the more your smartphone gets smart and it realizes what you're doing, I'm not just like on my, what do you call it? Your photo album.
Uh-huh.
I don't always think that your photo album shows you the pictures in order. Sometimes I think it like skips times. You ever look for a photo, don't find it, log out, go back in, and all of a sudden it's like right, and you're like, I passed this row.
No.
Oh my God, me and Kev said that happens to us all the time.
Oh.
It happens to me all the time. Anyway, Jason pictures started coming up, and I was like,
it knows what you're doing. It was trying to make
I
you
was
cry.
like, I just feel like this is intentional.
Cry.
So yeah, now I want you, and so I had to stop. Then the kids' photos started coming. It was just kind of a lot, and I was like overwhelmed a little bit. So I was like, all right, this was really fun looking at me and my sisters when we were younger, and now this is like
it went
sad,
left.
and I no longer want to do this. So anyway, we're real life sisters. We talk about what we want. We normally start with long story short, where we often need a therapist during this section, because sometimes when your long stories are short, you actually need your long story to be long. Okay, you need to sit down and talk to somebody that's not your brother, sister, mama, daddy, okay, cousin, auntie, best friend. Sometimes you need to talk to a licensed therapist, okay, because they often have, not often, they're skilled, they're supposed to have, they have the education, they have the certifications to help you with the interventions and give you the language and the words to say, to help you through some of your some of the struggles that you may be having in your life. I meet with my therapist on a weekly basis on Wednesdays now, or Thursdays, one of them days, Wednesdays or Thursdays. And she's a Black woman. She's been really, really instrumental in helping me with my like showing up more authentically on socials. And oddly enough, I've had the most growth on Instagram recently, and I do believe it's a direct result of me showing up on my socials more authentically. And so she's been helping me through, work through some of my like imposter syndrome and, the way that I see myself, just like a lot of things that a therapist is really there to help you with. And it's been really phenomenal. And we're huge, huge, huge advocates of therapy in this universe. For me personally, Mel personally, in our relationships, like you should do it all. It's really, and it's vulnerable. Don't get me wrong. Okay. It's a very vulnerable experience. I'm not going to lie to you. However, it's extremely, extremely beneficial. My therapist and the therapists that you can find on BetterHelp, they're entirely online. You're not driving into a office if you don't have the time or if that's not what you want to do. They're designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Like I said, most of the times we meet on Wednesdays or Thursdays because based on my schedule, we be flip-flopping, okay? Sometimes it's on Mondays. But she allows me to have that flexibility, which works out really nice for me. You're going to go to the website. You're going to fill out a questionnaire to get matched with a therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time, no additional charge. Sometimes finding the right therapist that jives with you is probably one of the most intimidating parts of therapy, and having to break up with a therapist can also be very uncomfortable. But lucky for you, BetterHelp says, don't you worry about that, boo. I got you. You tell us you don't want to be with your therapist, and we'll tell them. And so you don't have to have that awkward, it's not you, it's me conversation, okay? Never skip therapy day with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/GJ today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/GJ.
GJ.
Did I miss anything, Mel?
I don't think so.
Okay, great. All right, so we're going to start with long story short. Mel is back from the DNC.
I am. It was a great time. It was a full week. Well, I left Friday. And last time we talked, I hadn't really done the things yet. And then like immediately after, I did all the things. And a couple of things to highlight. Number one is that I was on the floor when Michelle Obama went to the stage, and that was insane. You know what I love is that everybody recognizes that they are celebrities. I feel like all the, even the Clintons, it's like, oh yeah, that was the president. But
because
like,
they're politicians.
Yeah, but like the Obamas is like
Celebrity. They transcend being a politician.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like the whole room erupted. Everybody's going crazy. Like it was very dope. Of course, her speech was amazing. And then Barack came. And then...
Can we just wait, Mel? You got to stop for a minute because This is the thing. I just said this actually at the marriage thing that we were at this weekend. Okay. Barack Obama is a phenomenal speaker.
Oh, my goodness. Both
he
of
is
them.
so... No. Wait for the whole...
Oh, I get it. I know where you're going.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Barack Obama is a phenomenal speaker. Okay.
Yes.
We've known this. Okay. We're the generation that had the privilege of
Yes.
sitting under him, give these speeches. And he's so engaging. He's funny. Like he's phenomenal.
Yeah.
That Michelle Obama.
Second to none.
Second to none.
Second to none.
And Barack is in the mix.
Yes.
Okay. His number is in the
Yes.
bag. And she is second, not even to him.
Not even to him.
As amazing of a speaker as he is.
She's even better.
That girl.
Somebody said, can you imagine being Sasha and Malia and getting in trouble? Can you imagine the lectures?
The lectures they got.
Jesus.
The lectures they got.
Enough.
Yes.
They are.
Phenomenal.
Yeah,
If you
she's
haven't heard or
insane.
read her book, I started reading Barack's book. Now, Barack's book is good. It's long, though. It's very wordy.
It's earnest.
Oh, I gave it
It
an
is
earnest Urfe. Okay. It's long and it's very wordy. Michelle's book?
Funny?
So good.
Is it funny?
Yeah, it's funny. It's emotional.
Yeah.
She's very engaging.
Yeah.
She's an amazing storyteller.
Yeah.
Like,
All the vibes.
and I feel like that's really the difference almost in their
Yes.
speeches as well. Like she's just relatable
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just down to earth. And he's like educated
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just, professional and
That's why
kind
he
of.
was president.
Exactly.
And she's like, I'm
Never.
not running for president.
100%.
Stop saying
You're exactly
that.
right.
Yeah.
Those are like their differences. And they're both, again, phenomenal. Like, you're in rare air talking about them
100%.
in terms of speeches at this, like the way that they speak. So anyway, that's super cool that you were like
very
on the
cool.
floor.
Oh, I was freaking out. It was very dope. And then the other thing, obviously the lead up was to Kamala Harris accepting the nomination. Oh, that's the other thing. So that night, the Obama night was also the night of the roll call, when every single state and territory, everyone got to get on the mic and say a mini speech, and then announce how many votes they have, and then proudly say that they are casting them for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. That was really cool. Of course, Georgia is Georgia, and they said, Georgia, what do you vote? And then it was Lil Jon. And everybody was like, what? So that was really cool to see that random performance. But the other thing here are the two. I made a reel about it, but I went back and forth about like, how long do I want this reel to be and how much information do I want to give? And then I decided to not give it there because I wanted to give it here.
Okay.
Two things. Number one is that the point, which I said in the reel, is that the Democratic Party officially nominates whoever the party is, the person, the candidate is for president, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is the point, really, of the DNC. And at the end, those candidates, the vice president and the president, they accept those nominations. That is the point. Of course, everything happened this year with Joe Biden.
Mm-hmm.
And so before Joe Biden had even announced that he was not going to run anymore, there was a law, I believe in Ohio, that was being enacted, that was becoming law, which said that in order to be listed on the ballot, the voting from the delegates had to be turned in before August X date, 1st, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
The DNC started on August 19th. And so there was always a plan for a virtual roll call to happen before the DNC in order to meet the deadline for Ohio so that Joe Biden could be the Democratic the Democratic Party candidate. Yeah. And so when Biden announced that he was not going to run, that plan was still the plan. It just became even more important because of the switch. And so what happened weeks before the DNC is that there was a virtual roll call where all of that whole roll call we did was really like a celebration version.
Got it.
But it had already been
ceremonial,
done.
not real.
Yeah, exactly. It had already been done. And so that Kamala Harris could be listed, right? And so anyway, I point that out only because a lot of people are like, nobody even voted for her. She was forced. When the reality is the delegates voted.
Yeah.
That everything that happened had already happened. And so anyway, it happened again on...
Also, but it's also worth noting here as well, nobody ran against her.
No.
So that was the other thing.
Yes.
And the weight of Biden saying, I endorse Kamala. The reason he did that so quickly after he decided to step down was to sway everybody.
To get everybody
this
on
way.
board.
Otherwise, imagine the chaos that would have ensued had someone stepped up and said, I want to throw my name in the hat.
Yeah.
That would have been total and complete chaos. So the Democrats had to make a decision and rally behind. If you were going to vote for Biden's putting his weight here. Hopefully that'll push all the weight over here as well.
Well, and it goes to the point of the delegates. If someone had stood up and said, I want to run,
there would have been a vote.
They would have had to get the delegates to vote for them.
Right.
The whole point, the way you become the nominee for the primary parties, Democrat and Republican, is that and you have to get more than half. There is a number of votes that you have to get in order to be the Democratic candidate. So if somebody would have been starting from scratch, the thing about Kamala is that she's been the vice president.
Exactly.
And she immediately got a bunch of endorsements. And so all of these delegates delegates are more likely to say, I'll cast my votes here.
Absolutely.
She has my vote. Somebody starting from scratch would have had to
Start from scratch.
They would have had a campaign in 2 weeks.
Campaign, raise the funds,
Raise the money.
all of that, and convince us. Again, that's why
Yeah.
Biden shifted his weight that way.
Yeah.
So that way, if you're voting for me and he's endorsed, that's how it works anyway.
Yeah.
That's why people are, when Obama didn't immediately endorse Kamala, people were upset about that because that endorsement means something. Biden's endorsement meant something. That was good, Mel. Very good.
And they have super delegates. There's delegates, which are regular people. Okay?
I remember you told us this definition. I don't remember now.
It's regular people who are the ones casting these votes. Okay. But super delegates are like celebrities, are like people who are essentially endorsing, right?
Got it.
And so again, I say all of that to say someone starting from scratch would have had to go up against all of that and had a very shortened timeline, because remember, the virtual roll call was even before the DNC. So they would have had to do all of that by that time. Even she was hustling to get it done. So anyway, I just wanted to say that that was the point. But it was a bit of a celebratory version of it because it had already been done. But it was still very, very dope to witness all of that. The room was insane. It was packed. There was protesters outside. It was a lot going on. The other thing I wanted to highlight is that obviously,
first of all, y'all didn't know y'all was gonna get all that good poli-sci information on this podcast, and it was good because the little bit that I know is only because I've been listening to the NBR podcast, and so they kind of explain all of this. But I didn't realize that there was the virtual. I may have missed that episode. I don't know. Maybe they didn't explain. They assume people know. I didn't know that there was the virtual one. So again, this is just really good information.
Yes. So again, the DNC has over 200 creators that they've invited. There's also organizations who had creators there, and it was kind of still under the DNC's people they invited, but there was also organizations who had theirs through that DNC. And so those people, the people that had legit funding behind them and actual organizations, they were booking major people. All the big people, they were booked. Okay. They were booked and busy with the people from the organizations. The rest of the creators like me, we are literal independent reporters who are just here. Yes. So we were hustling. We were in there, going early to the United Center. We were at the McCormick Place and just going up to people and saying, can we talk to you? Do you mind doing an interview? Yeah. We were interviewing each other. We were legit just there. I had an interview with a news anchor, which was really dope. Somebody from the Patreon set that up. That was very dope. But this is the other thing I wanted to highlight. A lot of press was mad, traditional press.
At y'all?
Yes.
Why?
It is. There are so many articles. And even Stephen Colbert, I can never say his last name, but he there was a creator who was a speaker on day 2, and Stephen Colbert on his late night show made a video that was watch this video from the DNC of this creator. And the creator's I, went to law school. I did all these things and I'm a creator. And Stephen Colbert was oh my gosh, I bet his parents are so proud of him. Downplaying the creator part.
Oh no.
So anyway, it was a lot. There was a news guy. I don't know if he was a photographer, but he kind of sat outside of the lounge, our creator lounge, and was taking pictures and just being really, it was not good. And then once when I was in the actual United Center, we're sitting, and there was a creator floor. Okay. Mm-hmm. They had created this floor where they would bring creators down to be on the floor and witness it. And literally I happened to be in the lounge one time, and she was you want to go to the floor? And I was what's the floor? Cause I didn't know what it was. And she was to go get content. I was yeah, girl. So we go down there. And so anyway, what I'm saying is when I was in the United Center in a regular seat, one of the nights, there was photographer, I don't know what they were, but they had zoomed in on the floor. We were on the 300s. Zoomed in and recording. And then they're texting. It was so bizarre.
They were salty.
But there was a lot of traditional press who were upset at the quote access and how the creators were treated. There's this idea that we had all of these things that was really dope. Here is the truth. The creator lounge, was a room that had 4 plugs. Okay. Chips and pretzels. Okay. It was not like you think creator lounge, you think it's going to be it was not. It was not the fancy. Okay. On the 300 level, there was another lounge which had like nachos, but the meat I couldn't eat the meat because I said I'm gonna be sick. And then it had like 1 bottle of wine. But like it was not, I think there was this impression
Sure.
that we were, and granted, traditional press didn't have these lounges, but I think it probably came across as it was going to be fancier than it actually was, and it wasn't, honestly. I was sitting on the floor. We were all sharing chargers for our phones and our cameras. We were borrowing each other's tripods. We were asking each other to borrow mics. Like it was very dope, and I'm very grateful, but it was like, the energy from the press is like really weird.
Yeah.
They were complaints about they felt like they didn't have as much seating as they've had before because, the creators are here. There was just a lot. And so that really sucked. I think it sucked.
That not only does it suck, I agree with you. But the thing about it is in 2024, the reason why influencers are called influencers is because of the influence that they have. Yeah. And so one of the things, I've said this with Mel, and I think Mel and Kev were talking, maybe I was just talking about it, Kev. Anyway, Kamala has made a series of very smart moves.
Absolutely.
Super, super smart. I was just listening to an NPR episode yesterday, and she's up in all polls nationally right now. That's a huge swing.
Yeah.
When you think about how far behind Biden was. Okay, huge swing.
Yeah.
So she's made a series of like super smart, very intentional
100%.
moves. Having creators at the DNC, I'm not saying it was her idea, but who's ever on the team.
Absolutely.
And know that the people that you need to impress upon to vote, to get excited, to be energized, to be motivated are the people on social media.
Yes.
It's the people on social
100%.
media. So yes, bring the influencers there, because a lot of you are finding, I listened to NPR, but a lot of you said, I didn't know any of this. And you know who you heard it from? I'm not a lawyer, but...
Literally.
On social media.
There is so, like, I didn't even know what to expect. I just was like, okay, let's go. But I think the views of this DNC, I'm sure outrank any of because influencers just bring a level of transparency.
Eyeballs,
and coolness.
Absolutely, 100% coolness.
And that's just the reality.
I don't know the last time I watched 4 days. Was it 4?
4.
4 days of the DNC.
Exactly.
And the last time I watched any days was Barack. And I want to say it was the first time, not the second time.
Right. Literally.
And when I tell you I watch Biden on day 1, I watch Obama on day 2, Walz on day 3,
and
Harris on day 4.
Yeah.
It was just... Yeah. Let me listen to every bit of this hour and a half speech
what they
you
talking
finna
about.
give.
Yes.
Let me watch it.
Yes. And I mean, and somebody is saying in the Patreon, which is a good point, is that traditional news media, they are biased, but they try to not be. Yeah. They try to present things in a way that's like supposed to be very fair. But the other part is there are so many levels of approval.
So true.
In organizations. That's just the reality. When you work in corporate, nobody is the last person to say yes, because it has to always go to somebody else. When I make a video, I'll be like, yes.
Yep.
Just, it's my video, it's my statements, it's my pictures, it's me. It's all the way me. Yeah. And I can do it instantly.
Quickly.
Almost
real time.
Literally. And you can reach, as social media influencers, you just reach people
wider and faster.
People all around the world.
Literally.
So sorry, traditional news. So anyway, it was just we had a lot of conversations like in our little creator chat about it. A bunch of them made videos, which have been hilarious. And if you stumble upon them, I encourage you to watch them because they were hilarious. And there was an idea to make a video. I just opted not to. But there is a video where basically all the creators were like, I'm a creator because so many of them are lawyers. I was like, if I make a video, it's literally going to be like, I'm not a lawyer. So this is going to be the opposite of what y'all trying to accomplish. But everybody
there's still
else,
value in what you bring to the table.
Yeah. But they are literally, there's so many who are lawyers, physicians, who are media companies, marketing heads, like. So to diminish, I think sometimes, and then I'll get off this high horse and do an ad, but sometimes people think of influencers or creators as like 20-something-year-old people who know nothing and who just want attention, when the reality is the good ones are actually very educated and know what they're doing. They know how to make content so that it works.
I agree.
So to diminish it and make it seem like it's nothing is you're playing yourself low key, and to act like it's just for attention is hilarious, because the whole reason that news exists is you want people to watch it.
And I just
everybody wants people to watch it.
I agree.
So,
and you, Mr. Traditional news person on the TV, you want the ratings too, which means you want somebody to watch you. That's first of all.
Yes.
And second of all, I just want to be clear. This is no shade or disrespect to the 20-year-old creators too.
No.
Because they also have a gift.
Yes.
Capturing people's attention is called stage presence.
Yes.
Consistency.
Yes.
Okay, these people, I can't even do it. I'm going to show up on this social media platform every single day at this time, and I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. That's consistent. I tell my kids this, Isaiah, this all the time at school. Consistency, accountability, time management, and responsibility. That is college.
Yes.
These are skills that they are doing basically as self-employed entrepreneurs.
Yes.
So what you're not going to do, Mr. Sir, traditional
media,
thing,
I'm trying
to downplay even the 20-year-old. If they get up there and teach you a makeup trick, guess what? They know something you don't know.
Absolutely.
And their consistency has drawn you in.
Yep.
Okay, let's not get it twisted. There is so much work.
Yes.
And learning how to, don't think just because they can do makeup, they didn't learn how to operate the mic.
Oh my gosh.
Operate the camera.
Oh my gosh.
Learn how to take a photo. And I'm not talking about the poses. I'm talking about the aperture and the exposure and the this and the that. And is your white balancing? Why is this yellow? And how do I make it sharp?
Literally. Somebody was like, Stephen Colbert, you're mad, but you have people who help you. We are here doing this ourselves. Like, I am like, oh, who is that? Let me Google their name. Let me see what, like, we were all in that room on our computers, making videos, editing videos, setting up questions.
Because that's what
like,
it is.
We were it was a hustle. Everybody was hustling. What time are y'all going to be there? What's the next event? Like, everybody was helping each other. And so anyway, it ended up being a very, very dope experience that I'm very excited I got to.
I'm happy you went, Mel.
Be there. I am too.
Do you remember when 3 weeks ago you didn't think you was going to go?
Yes, girl. I could.
I hope you go every year. I didn't realize creators go, like Lovey goes, I think she said like 5 years or something.
Yeah,
well, you know what I mean.
This was the first time creators were invited. I think she goes in a different capacity.
I see.
I think her invitation to...
I understand.
That is the other thing I should be clear about that I meant to include in the video. You can't just show up, okay? A lot of people was in my DMs like, how much are the tickets? Let me tell y'all. Greg came to Chicago with me, okay? And then we went to the United Center where, like, the stuff. In the daytime, it's McCormick Place and, like, the caucus meetings and all of that stuff.
Oh, talk about the caucus.
Okay. But at nighttime, okay, around 5 is where you're at United Center. And so me and Greg went up to the lady and she was like, where's your credentials? And he was like, where can I get some? And she was like,
That's not how it works.
And so he's like, is there a place
said,
I can
I'm
go?
Drake, if you're reading this, it's
Literally,
too late.
She said, this had to be done weeks ago. You can't, you cannot, no. And so they just were staring like, sir.
So what do we do now?
Yes. He also I was trying to get somewhere, but I had to go through Secret Service and I had to have my bag checked. And so Greg was like, I'm just trying to make sure her bag is going to be, like, she can take it all. And that Secret Service guy looked at him like, she going to be fine. She's going to be fine, sir. I don't know what you thought, but this ain't that. So he was turned around multiple times.
So next year, are you going to be able to get him passes? Can you sign up an additional person to have access?
If they do it again, and if I'm invited again.
No, they will.
But no, I tried to have him, like, I was like, he's my producer. Like, I need him to help. And they were like, yeah, everybody's saying that, no. So I don't know. It depends on,
how they do it next year.
Again, it was packed in there. So I think it does come down to capacity, too, because at one point, people were just standing in the aisles on the stairs, and so the fire marshal, they be like, hey, fire hazard. Yeah. So anyway, we'll see what happens if it happens again. It was very dope.
If Kamala wins this election, and therefore runs for re-election in 4 years. 100% this will happen
Oh
again.
yeah, they should. I actually think the RNC, y'all might want to take heed. I think y'all should have people there. I think it gives an insight that a lot of people just don't have.
Yeah. So, when we go back to regular Republicans and not Trump.
Amen. That said, though, I was running around everywhere and I was hot. And you know what saved me? Lumi. That's why I love Lumi. I had my little cloths. I had my stick. I had the regular deal. I had all the products there with me while I was in Chicago because I sweat. I get hot. So if you're like me and you experience a lot of sweating, okay, a lot of getting hot, and you be like, I probably stink. I think I stink. Do other people know if I stink or not? Because I think I stink. I'm trying to tell you, Lumi is the product that you need. I'm about to turn you on to my absolute favorite products. It's Lumi. They have the whole body deo stick, the whole body deo cream tube, the acidified body wash, acidified cleansing bar, and acidified deodorant wipes. Excuse me. I love the wipes specifically. There's 24-hour odor control for pits, privates, feet, and beyond. Great for on-the-go use and travel. I just told y'all where I was using it, on the go and traveling. Like a shower without needing the shower. OBGYN developed, smells really good. And then I also really like the Deo Stick, which... Again, long-lasting, 72-hour odor control, brightens dark spots, confidence boosting in general when you're wearing it, works better than other deodorants that you've tried. They also have some scents. They have clean tangerine, soft powder, toasted coconut, so a bunch of different scents for you to smell. Okay, good, because that's what you're trying to avoid is smelling bad, and that's what Lumi can help you with, and that's why I cannot recommend this product enough. Lumi Starter Pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice, like mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. As a special offer for listeners, new customers get 15% off all Lumi products with our exclusive code, which is GJ. And if you combine the 15% off with the already discounted starter pack, that equals over 40% off of their starter pack. So use code GJ for 15% off of your first purchase at LumiDeodorant.com. That's code GJ at Lumi. That's LumiDeodorant.com. And join the Lumi group. Smell better. Okay, especially if you're going to go on a trip. Listen, for real. If you're going to go on a trip soon, get you some Lumi.
Wipes.
Grab them wipes. It's going to help you. Okay.
Put that on the go.
All right.
That
was long. Sorry.
No, that was great. It was very good. I just have one update, and that is Isaiah starts college today.
Yeah.
He took his pictures yesterday with Joshua, and if you saw me yesterday in the shirt, no, you did not.
I was wondering, but it's very appropriate.
Yeah, so
first day.
It's his first day, and I'm officially a CSUN mom. He was so embarrassed.
Was he?
Yes, because technically the semester started on Saturday, and so there were kids on campus, and there was a game happening. It was like not popping, but like it was some stuff going on. So anyway, me and Kev are walking around. Courtney got me and Kev, the CSUN mom and CSUN dad shirts. So we're walking around campus with him, and Isaiah's like, y'all are already doing too much. Like, there's people here for real. Y'all have on these shirts, like, already y'all are kind of a lot like relaxed. And we're just...
Did you read my shirt?
Yeah, literally. We're just very excited. And so we start taking the pictures, and we got the poppers.
Oh, fun.
The confetti poppers.
Yeah.
Kevin, Joshua, and Isaiah didn't want us to pop them.
Oh.
I wanted the picture for them to pop. So we were on the stairs, and I popped it, and the wind took the... Oh. So the picture didn't happen, and it was just confetti everywhere. And so Kev and Joshua were like, we need to go, like, right now.
It ruined the whole...
we need to go right now. So then Kev left, and so we took some more pictures, and then we went to the front so we could get the pictures. And me and Mom had the poppers. So we popped it again, and again, the wind took it away. So Joshua was like, so we're going to do it one more time. And then, we cannot. And then we're done with this. And the popper, like, it actually pops. I didn't know it was going to pop. Okay, I didn't know. But when you twist it and the confetti, it said it pops. So it's loud and obnoxious. Yes, and we did it 3 times. So the third one, we got the third one, didn't we, Mom? Yeah, we got the third one. And the pictures were, I'm waiting for the pictures to come in, and Isaiah was like, let's go immediately. Let's go.
We're done.
Right now, we're done here.
That's
we need to get off the
hilarious.
campus. Y'all are way too excited, but I am so happy. Like, I'm so happy for him. I've been calling all the kids, actually. All the kids started college the last 2 weeks. Isaiah's just started late. His just started, but like our niece has been, I think this is her second week.
She went last week.
Yeah, and then I think this is Alex's third week.
I think Alex started before.
Yeah, and so we ended up after the shoot, because I know I'm all excited. They're having the soccer game. You can hear the people going and stuff. I'm like, I'm going to call Mariah. So I call Mariah at 7 o'clock our time. She's walking on campus by herself.
Oh.
At 10 o'clock at night.
It's very collegey, but why by herself?
Yeah, and so she's like, her friends didn't walk her.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, do you have your mace? Like, what's going on? She's like, I have mace and a flashlight. I said, you need a whistle.
Yeah. She got to get the whistle.
So I'm going to buy her a whistle. She doesn't have a whistle.
Oh, yeah.
So me and Mom stayed on the phone with her until she got back to her room. Just being annoying to her too, and asking her about the gym and what her schedule is. And then we passed by the CSUN gym, which is nice. I was like, Isaiah, you gonna work out of there? Because now you don't have to work out at. He goes to like Crunch Fitness or something. I'm like, you don't have to go to Crunch Fitness anymore. You can work out at the school.
Gym.
Yeah, you can go to the college one. He's like, I have access. I'm like, yeah, you already paid for it. Everything is free because I already paid for it.
Man,
everything is free because it's already paid for.
Yes.
Also, can I just say this? I recommend, even if you have no dollars, because I started the boys 529 their college funds when I had $0. I started it when I had $0. Okay, there was really no money for me to be putting any money into their college funds, but I was committed to doing it. They got a little bit of money in there.
Yeah, I just stopped, like last year or 2 years ago, because they said that if they don't go to college, you don't get the money.
So do the other one. If I could go back, I'm thankful the boys went to college, but there's a 529, there's another one.
That's the one I need to do.
Do that one. I know I didn't know that there were like there were different options. So I was like, I need a college fund. My boys need a college fund. Had I known then, I probably wouldn't have done the traditional 529. I would have done the one that just gives them more flexibility.
That's the one I need to do.
I would
need
recommend
to do it
that.
Actually, because somebody was like, girl, you need to do the other one. And I just never found out what the other one was.
Yeah, I don't know what it is either. Someone said now you can roll over the 529.
Oh. I need to look into it. Let me prioritize that
this
week,
I would. And I would just put like literally when I tell you this is when the boys were little, I started these accounts, okay? Once they started working at what do you call that place? Nickelodeon. I started putting their whole checks in there. And then we actually, when the first private school that we could afford was really because they were working at Nickelodeon. I was like, well, I want to put it in their education. So private school. But like, that's how but I had already started it even before they started working at Nickelodeon. All of that to say, if you took a pregnancy test and it showed positive, start it today.
That's real.
Because college is so expensive. And like I said, something is better than nothing. Even if it's like, especially if you do the other ones, even if it's like, you can at least buy a car, just something to start them off. I would just highly recommend it. And I was like, I feel like a grown up because they get to take the money out of here.
So before we get into Pop the Trunk, I want to tell you about Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports app with over 5 million active members. Prize Picks is the easiest and most exciting way to play daily fantasy sports. Unlike other apps on Prize Picks, it's just you against the numbers. All you do is pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections and watch the winnings roll in. Get in on the daily action with your friends and become part of the Prize Picks community today. You can now win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. You can turn $10 into $1,000. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. So I got the Prize Picks app. Okay. I got it. And I need stuff to walk me through how to do it. And Prize Picks does, because on the first tab, it tells you the popular. And
that's good.
When you're starting out.
Tell me what's popular. What are other people doing?
So the first person is Aaron Jones. And so since he was first, I picked more. I said he's going to do more than what
you
y'all
ever expected.
Absolutely. And then the next person was he's literally just the next person listed. His name is Tyreek Hill, and I said, "You gonna do less, Tyreek?" I don't know why. But I just feel
Because that's where
like
the chips fail.
hey, I don't know, but let's see what happens. So that's what I said. And I got my little $5, okay? And I could win 50. So
I love it.
Tyreek Hill, if you watch Gin and Juice, I'm sure you're a fan. This is probably right up your demo.
100%.
Do less, okay? Aaron Jones, do more. Let's see. Let's watch the winnings.
We're coming
roll
back.
in.
Yeah, we need
I'm finna get rich off Prize Picks, okay? I don't even know what team them folks is on, but those are my picks. So I need all of you guys to download Prize Picks and use our code. I'm going to give it to you in a second, but join in on the fun. It's so much fun when you're ignorant, when you don't know, but you just are like blindly playing. Hey, who cares? So those are my picks. We'll see what happens. Download the Prize Pick app today and use code GJ. And get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code GJ on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks, run your game. Okay? Let's see what happens.
Got it. All right. We're moving on to...
Pop the trunk.
Thank you. You want to do 3 because we have 50 minutes.
I know. Let's do at least the first one.
Okay.
And then we can move.
Okay, I like it.
The first one in the first one in the email. Or just pick one. It don't even matter, child. If you got them just listed there, any, many, money. Mo. Okay.
Hey, y'all. It's the pregnant and professional lady again. I'm ready to pop the trunk. Let's pop the trunk on men that you date. Mm-hmm. Spend all this money, be balling out of control. They not good lovers. They ain't giving you none. But yet, when y'all break up, they want their money back. They want you to pay them back. And if you decide that you don't want to or you don't have to, then all of a sudden they go back and forth. Girl, I'm so tired of these narcissists. And narcissists just aren't the black men we date, honey. They're the men at work. Think of all the times you tell your boss or your supervisor or whoever, especially the men, that you're not going to do nothing. They come by, they say hi, they buy you lunch, they do this, they do that. And before you know it, you are reeled all the way back in. But I miss talking to y'all. I do have I'll have to send another update later.
I think you should send it if you're listening, because I'm confused.
Wait, I got a question.
I have so many questions. I wanted to pop the trunk on you, but I think I closed the trunk. I think I said, girl, I think I'm not ride or die. I have more questions.
We have been married for a while. So I need people listening. Y'all leave a comment. Are the men requiring after y'all break up for y'all to pay them back? Is that a thing?
But was it a loan to begin with? Because even after you broke up, you should pay them back.
For what though? If you took me to dinner, I'm not paying you back.
Oh, is that what she meant?
That's how I took it.
Oh, I didn't take it that way.
You took it like they bought her a car?
No, I took it like a loan. Like if I loaned you $500 and then we break up and now you're like, oh, well, we broke up.
No, you got to pay that money back.
It was always a loan. Together or not together. Sign this promissory note. Give me my money back.
We got questions. We need more details.
We need more content.
What happened? And then what's happening at work?
She said, and these men are narcissists. Ooh, girl.
At work, and she said they reel you back in. Into what? Into what? You need to be at your desk doing your job. Baby, you got to call us back. We need part 2.
We need part 2.
Because I'm confused.
You are doing too much. I need you to sit at your desk, open your laptop. Don't pop the trunk. Just.
You can't be popping on.
Don't borrow no money.
Don't borrow no money.
Don't go on
but
no
wait,
dates.
if the men are, if there is a thing that's happening in which after you break up, there is an expectation that you pay outside of a loan.
Outside of a loan.
If there's an expectation that you have to pay the person back who paid for dinner and like a movie, like a date, that's absurd. And you should pop the trunk on that because there ain't nobody doing that.
But I hope, are they keeping tallies?
Because also that's
we went
weird.
on date night on August 26th, and I spent $52.32.
Can you imagine?
If you don't say I do at the end of this, here's your invoice for
Can you imagine? Can you imagine being invoiced for dates?
I'll fight you.
That's so ridiculous.
What is going on?
Yeah, I wasn't ready. Let's do one more just because we wasn't ready for that one.
Call us back, though. Call us back, because we need clarity.
Hello, Mel and Melissa. So me want pop the trunk on Kia cars. 2022, I bought a used Kia. Fast forward to August 2023, my Kia get broken into. That was the first time. Fast forward to May 2024, they break into my car a second time. Fast forward again, July 2024, they break into my car a third time. Me know just because me driving a Kia, huge target on my back. Every one of them mother wants to break into the Kias. And since we got one, they're breaking into it 3 times in 11 months. Nothing but problems. Nothing but problems. I don't even want the car anymore. Don't even want the car anymore. 11 months. They're asking for car notes still. They're asking for car insurance
That's how
still.
it be.
I got to help pay for the rental car. When insurance no cover the rental car no more, me got to pay for ride share. In addition to me having to miss work to go take my car to a dealership, to a body shop, pick it up and get some work or whatever. All this time, nothing but problems. So me just want to say, anybody looking to buy a car, don't get Kia. Do not get Kia. Nothing but problems. Nothing but problems. Never again. Too expensive right now for me to keep paying for this car. Never again. So pop the trunk on Kia.
I didn't know Kias were known for that.
I think that there was a TikTok going around of like breaking into Kia. See, he
like
know.
like the formula to breaking into them.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's super scary. So it really is the manufacturer that they're doing something
I feel like
that
there
makes
was like
them...
a recall. I feel like Kia did a recall because the TikToks were going viral, obviously, and Kias were being broken into.
Shut up.
Yeah, like recently. Yeah.
That is terrible.
2023.
Yeah. Fast forward.
2024. I love the accent. I'm
Yeah, me
sorry
too.
that's happening. You should sell your car.
Tell us more stories.
But also the way you said 2023.
Yeah, it was very good. I did not. Well, now we know
Yeah.
if you're in.
Don't in the market for a
Thank
vehicle.
you for finding the words.
Amen. Don't buy that.
Don't buy a Kia because apparently folks know how to break into it. I did
Yes.
not know that was a thing. That's super scary. Isn't Kia's American made? Kia's not? I feel like these who made Kia? Because it can't be a Japanese. Is it?
South Korea. I was gonna say Seoul.
Oh. I didn't
Yeah.
know
The headquarters is in Seoul, South Korea.
okay. I won't.
It makes
I
sense.
did know. I was gonna say something else, but I won't. I'll keep it to myself now. Go ahead.
I was gonna say something unrelated.
Go. Move on.
So, and then we can go to Love Is Blind. But this has nothing to do with what we just heard. But I was watching a TikTok last night, and this girl, I feel like she was in Atlanta because Atlanta is Atlanta. She was like, she made a TikTok, and she's like, watch me break or sneak into the Rod Wave concert. I'm gonna act like a security guard and watch me sneak in. So she records herself, right? So she goes to the thrift store and gets this all black outfit, black sneakers. The shirt said something random on the sleeve. So she puts it in. She's literally at the gas station. Okay, I'm finna come in. And she like is prepping what she's going to say. I'm going to be like, oh my gosh, I'm late. Like, do I need to go get Sally? Like, what's up? So she goes to the concert. And so she's at the thing and she's like, oh my God, I'm late. Like, do I need to get Sally? And they're like, oh my gosh, no, you got to go in and go to gate D. So she's walking and there's another guy and she's like, the manager just told me to go to gate D. I'm late. And so he's like, oh yeah, go to gate D. Like, go around here. This girl goes in and has literally watches the whole concert for free. And at the end, when she's leaving, she goes up to a security guard. She's like, you security? He said, yeah. She said, y'all need to tighten up y'all security because I just snuck in and watched this whole concert for free. it was like
That's Jason. Act like you're supposed to be here.
it was just so ridiculous. But also, all the people were
Let her
like
through.
older. They don't know Rod Wave.
Yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
don't know. They could care less. It was just so ridiculous. But also, like, if you come across that TikTok, watch it because it was a good time.
My TikTok's gonna serve it to me now because
I
it can
hope
hear
so.
you.
Yes, it made me want to try.
Would you really try that?
Absolutely.
I would be too. I'd be like, "You're gonna let me through?"
Oh my
No.
gosh.
Oh, right, because I said I'm security. You believe me? Oh, okay.
No, I want to try it. We need to for a concert. I don't care about because a concert I care about, I'm paying to go watch.
Yeah,
but like
yeah.
somebody I literally don't care about, we should try. We should like go get black outfits and be like, "Hey, I'm here. I'm late. Where do the security guards for just make up a name go?
Oh,
I bet you we could do it.
I will get caught.
Okay.
No, I will get caught for 100 without a shadow of a doubt.
Greg
will
and
get caught.
Kev.
They won't get caught.
No, we all need to do it.
Oh, if we're all together,
All four of us. It's probably not going to be a good idea, actually. It's less. Amir's telling us no. Okay, let's move
because
on.
it's too many of us, it's gonna be me.
If it's two of us,
if
that
it's two,
feels
you probably can
believable.
get through.
Two separate.
oh, not. Oh, okay, different times.
And different gates. Because if you go to the same people, you're gonna be like, "Why are all these people
Yeah,
walking
yeah.
here late?" I'm getting
I
caught.
could do it.
I'm already letting you know I'm getting caught. In an apocalypse, I'm dying first.
Oh, Jesus.
In this scenario, I'm getting caught. Like in all the things, I'm going to be your weakest link every single time.
Well.
I'm too much of a rule follower for these things to like.
You're Woody on YSL.
Yes, correct.
That man was in the interrogation. Who you need to know
singing
about?
like a bird. You hear me? Singing like a bird.
Get him out of the gang.
King, I know I typically have 20/20 visions, but if you want me to put glasses on so I can see the people better, I can point them out. I will put them on.
Let me
Not
tell you
a
a secret
problem.
you didn't even ask about. I'll
let
tell you.
me tell you. When
You're
I
gonna
was
be
3,
terrible. When I was 3.
I stole a piece of gum.
Hello?
Okay, Love is Blind, isn't it?
In it? UK.
Mm-hmm. The reunion's tonight.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't realize.
It is tonight. I don't know why it's not coming out on Wednesday or whatever day
Yeah.
it was coming. It's coming out tonight. And apparently they don't typically do reunions for this.
Oh, I don't even remember. I be getting confused with the
Or
shows.
is this the first? No,
But-
this isn't the first season,
Well, this
is
is
it?
the first UK.
Okay, well then that's why they're doing it. Okay, so it's coming out tonight, the UK version. We watched. Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Oh, yeah,
Alert.
spoiler.
If you haven't watched and you plan on watching Love Is Blind UK season 1, and you haven't watched up through the weddings, get out now.
Yes.
All right, that's your warning, and we're diving deep.
Okay. So Sabrina and Steven got married.
No surprise there.
I read that she's already divorcing him. We'll see, I guess, on the reunion, but that's what I read. I read
That
that,
would
she
be
said
surprising.
he was like disrespectful or something. I got to find it. But if you Google them, that's what I read. But it was not surprising. It was like, of course, you guys are going to be together.
If they're
It's
divorced,
more surprising that they're getting a divorce.
yeah, that's actually,
Yes.
if they're divorced or going through a divorce, that is actually very surprising because they seem like this show was made for them to find each other.
I should find it. Let me see if I can, if it'll. Yep. See, it says they've split.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, so we'll see that tonight. And then who is next? Maria and Tom. Why did she say yes?
I was surprised she
And
said
he
yes.
said no.
And he said no, but and he said it, but we talked about it. It was their values.
Yeah.
And low key, I agree. I do think it should have been more concerning for
Yeah.
her, especially because it was her
Her.
values
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah.
causing the issue.
100%.
And if they mean that much to you, that should be enough to raise some red flags.
100%.
However, I am happy he said no.
Me too.
Because I don't think it was going to work.
work.
Someone, one of the TikToks noticed that her mom kept asked him to call her mom, and he kept calling her by the name, which low key, without knowing he wasn't going to say yes, seems disrespectful.
Yeah.
But it probably was distance.
Yeah.
Because
I don't want to get that close to
I
you
don't really
'cause
wanna get
I
that
ain't going to be here for very
correct.
long.
That it was probably a little bit of
Yeah.
that, but I'm actually happy because I
100%.
don't think their value systems were
Agreed.
the same.
They shouldn't have been together.
Yeah, I don't think they should have been together. And she wanted it to work, and God bless her. I think she's a beautiful woman, but he wasn't.
No.
It wasn't going to work long term, even if they both said yes.
Benaya and Nicole, of course.
Said yes. But for a
Yes.
moment, did you think she was finna say no?
I didn't.
For some reason, the editing had me. I was like, is she about to say no?
Oh.
Like, what's happening here? And it made sense because you notice old dude's friend, Benaya's friend, said, he was like, yeah, it's so nice with her. I've been living at home with her. And he was like, yeah, because you're not homeless.
Oh, I missed it.
Benaya's friend said that to him in the like men's dressing room, like while they were getting ready before he went out.
Because he's been unhoused.
Because he's been unhoused. She's over here concerned that he's gonna want to leave again. No, you gonna be like, we need to get divorced. This isn't working. He's like, I'm not going nowhere. I have a bed,
Exactly. And a hot shower.
a shower.
But
his family was. That man is German.
yes, he sure is.
Well, I don't know where Benaya came from
Jesus.
because that man's name is German. I'm not even finna try it. He does look like it though.
Freddie and Catherine. She didn't even want to be with him, so why she said yes?
I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
This is what I think. I think when that man said, "Can you sign a prenup or can all of my assets?" She said, "Not you got money. I'll deal with anything you got thrown me. I don't care
He's
about
so
you."
immature. He's so
I
all
no
that
longer
goes
care.
out the window.
Yeah,
And she
I don't
said
care about your
yes.
immaturity when you can support my lifestyle. I don't care about your immaturity when he kept saying she's bougie.
Yes.
So you can afford the bouginess of my life. I will deal with everything because anytime you piss me off, guess what I'm gonna do? Go on a shopping spree.
Hello.
With your
Give me
American
the
Express.
card. I don't know why she did that and then was trying to be broken about
me
it.
either. I'm happy he said
Was
no.
trying to be so dramatic, and I'm like, girl,
Yeah.
you don't even want to be with him.
All the wrong people said no.
Yes.
That's what I noticed. All the people that should have said no said yes, and then the other person said no, and it was like,
What? But then Jasmine and Bobby both said yes.
because he's a dummy.
Why did
He's
that
a dummy.
happen?
Because he's a dummy. I don't think he understood what was happening with the mama.
I don't think so either. I had to go back and watch it after y'all said it last time, and I said, "What? What is?"
And did you see at the end during his confessional, he was just like, "Yeah, I thought it went really well.
Yes.
She was the last hurdle I had to overcome.
Yes.
You didn't overcome
You
it.
did not overcome that. That was terrible.
It was awful.
And he set himself up to have a terrible life.
Absolutely.
You're bad.
Because he just married and agreed to marry Jasmine and her mama. Because the mama's
She's my
not
best
going
friend.
nowhere.
She will tell me everything. I have to know everything. What is happening? Okay, and then of course we save the best for last. Demi and Ollie. Listen, Ollie said, "Why?"
Sure did. That baby was so shocked. I was too, Ollie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was shocked too.
Said, "Why?"
I was shocked.
What?
If
It's me.
anything, I thought he was gonna say no.
I did too.
I thought he was gonna
But
say
I
no.
am so happy she said no.
I was proud of her. But she said, I couldn't understand where she was going. Because she said, I've learned that I'm worthy and I can expect more from people and I deserve more. And that's thanks to you.
Yeah.
Girl, what?
What is happening? You like him or not?
Yes, sir. What's happening here?
Was there some clips cut out?
What happened? Was he treating you right? And that's why you realize how much you deserve. So you're saying yes. Was he treating you wrong? I'm
Right.
so confused on your logic here. Then she was like, this isn't the end. We can still be together.
Yeah, but then he did too later on. He was like, this is not the end of Demi and Ollie. And then all I was reading when you Google them is that they are together. So I can't wait for tonight because apparently they are together.
That's interesting.
This is what I like though. Here's why I enjoy sometimes. I hate these shows. I hate these shows.
Oh, I hate
but
them so
sometimes
much.
this is what I like. Is when the black people, when they be like, this is foolishness. So let's date.
I like it too.
I like you, you like me. Let's like each other
In real life.
in real life.
Yeah.
I like when that happens. So to see them
Yeah.
be like, hey, we're not going to get married because that's stupid, but we can go date. I like that. But when the other people, when they just be like, yes, I love you, I'll be like, yeah, go live your life. It's going to be ruined in 2 years, but live it.
That's exactly how it
Throw
works.
caution to the wind.
Yes. That's exactly how
Y'all
the
should
show
do
works.
that. So anyway, I'm very looking forward to the update on them too, because I believe that they are together, and I hope that they are. I hope that they have gone on to live a very great life together.
I hope that they're together too. Only if, okay, I was going to say only if Ollie is like serious.
Good, yeah.
Because she did say when they separated, he like basically dropped off the face of the planet. He stopped responding and communicating to her. And so she like had a lot of questions, which is why I thought she was going to say no.
Yeah.
But ultimately I thought she was going to say yes, if that makes sense. Like I was like, oh, maybe she'll say no. But really, I think she's going to say yes. So I was really surprised she said no.
No.
But even to that, I was very surprised still that she was willing to like give it another try. Because I don't know if it's like his ADHD or like personality based.
Yeah.
But he seems kind of like hard to say when he's like all into you. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
He was kind of reading a little weird. So I'm super curious about this. Somebody said Ollie did an interview with Jessie Woo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they said
Oh,
it dropped
nice.
today.
Oh, that's
You got to
cool.
watch the interview Ollie did with Jessie Woo. She dropped it today. Did y'all watch it?
Shadow. I like him more now.
I just watched him on Jessie Woo's channel. I like him more now. Okay.
Well, maybe we should watch it. That's good. He seems likable, but he seems likable as like a friend and not somebody that you would want to be with, because now I have to fight you because you're gonna be a problem. You're gonna be a pro- you're gonna
He
be a
cleans
problem.
up so nice though.
He does.
His
Yeah.
little haircut
I
and
agree.
stuff.
I agree.
said, okay. Did you find out anything about Benaya and Nicole? Are they still together?
I didn't even look. I didn't even Google their names.
Oh, okay. I'm super curious about them
They
too.
living in a park.
He seems like he is an amazing partner and not an amazing provider.
Absolutely. He's one of those like, who cares about money? We have love.
Correct.
And then the bank is like,
Correct.
you need money.
Correct.
Sorry. Yeah. And ain't nobody got time for that. And the problem is
Not
she's
in
like the head
2024.
of marketing.
Yeah, no, I think she has an amazing job.
And the problem is going to be, he's going to be Mr. Free Spirit. Oh my gosh, this is great. And she's going to be the provider.
Yeah.
And then in 5 years, she's going to hate him and he's going to hate her.
Oh,
Because of
Kiara,
resentment.
we're not clowning him.
Who?
You're talking about Benaya? No. He
No.
I don't.
I love Benaya. I think he is a free, not even I think, he has expressed his free-spiritedness and that he was not in a home.
No, we're not. There's very little humor here. There's actually very little humor here. His friend literally said, "You're enjoying this because you're not homeless." Like, that's a quote from his friend that know him in real life. I had picked up that he was homeless, but his friend, literally when she said it, or he said it, Kev said, he was homeless. He literally said he's lived a nomad life.
Yes.
That's-
What I believe to be true, he seems like a great, very pleasant man. I think the confines of a house the job and what other people consider normal, right? Like, is probably opposite of what appeals to him.
Right.
And what I believe is that sometimes you may think, that's what I said before. You
Yeah.
ever meet somebody who is all in on something? You think you are like in, and then
Yeah.
you meet somebody all in and you're like, oh, I'm not that. That's what I think. I think that she is like a free-spirited person who has a corporate job. And
Yeah.
he is a free-spirited person who literally who wants to be a nomad.
I think his job description
great.
said like landscaper.
Yes.
And I'm not being funny.
No.
I really think his job description said like landscaper.
That just don't always be working with certain personality types.
Yeah.
It seems to, listen, I was about to say, I'm
It
not
says
a lawyer.
Benaya is a structural landscaper.
Shout out to them. I hope they make it. We'll see on the
He
reunion.
spoke a bit more detail about his nomadic lifestyle on a Q&A with fans on Instagram. Technically, Benaya is homeless, as he explained himself during an early episode of Love is Blind. I'm telling you, we're not. He added on, the money I save every month goes on investment savings, funds my travel, and until I'm in a position where I know I want to live full time and buy property, house sitting for me is kind of a no-brainer.
He probably has
could
a
have
bunch of
money.
investments.
Somebody said that's a janitor. I don't think he has a bunch of money.
Well, let's end here and go watch the reunion.
I want to be clear, though. I think I like Benaya, though.
I do too.
I think of all the men on the show, he's the one that's going to treat that girl the best. I think
As
he's
far as
going,
emotionally.
yes, I think he's going to be there. I think he's going to love her. I think he is in love with her physically,
Yes.
spiritually, emotionally.
He
He's
wanted to
probably-
pull up on Sam.
Yes, he did.
He was like,
he loves her aura.
you don't want them problems.
Yes,
And then Sam was like, she tell you she wanted to have sex.
that's what I want to see.
And then Benaya was like, I'm melting. Okay, let's go.
Thank you guys so much for. Sorry, I got banana in my mouth. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Today's episode. We'll be back not next week Monday, because next week Monday is a holiday. We'll be back on Tuesday after. Here's the thing.
That's for the patrons.
Yeah, that's for the Patreon. We'll be back. We'll drop on our normal day, but to go live, we'll be back on Tuesday after the Here's the Thing podcast. Joshua's gonna put us together. Okay, that's it. That's all. I gotta go pick up my child because school has started.
And I gotta pick up mine.
Bye.